This is 7 National News, and in our top story, the UAE President, His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, has sent a congratulatory cable to US President Barack Obama on the occasion of his country's Independence Day. The UAE Vice President and Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, and His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi and Deputy Supreme Commander of the UAE Armed Forces, also sent similar congratulations to the US President on the occasion. Roads in Al Barsha will be expanded by 16 kilometres, in addition to 60 kilometres of internal roads that will be ready by August, as announced by the Roads and Transport Authority. The 100 million dirham project will see infrastructure at Al Barsha South developed in 2 phases. His Excellency Nad Al Sheba, the Director General and Chairman of the Board of Executive Directors of the RTA, was quoted as saying that they have awarded a contract for the construction of Phase 2, which will begin in August, following the completion of Phase 1. The expansion is a part of a 1 billion dirham 5-year plan, endorsed by His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE and ruler of Dubai across the Emirate. Development work will include building roads as well as storm water drainage, improving electricity and water networks, street lights using LED light technology, and the construction of public parking areas for schools and mosques. Nad Al Sheba also revealed that over the past few years, the RTA has completed the construction of internal roads in 13 residential communities, costing around 552 million dirhams, and work is also currently underway in constructing internal roads in 5 residential areas, costing around 319 million dirhams. Inspection teams are being rolled out across Dubai offices in order to ensure that companies comply with the Ministry of Labour's reduced working day rule over Ramadan. The Ministry of Labour are warning companies and workers that staff should not be forced into making up lost hours because of the reduced working day during the holy month. A spokesperson added that employers will be called to meet with ministry officials who will explain the reasons and benefits of reduced hours, after which a warning will be issued. Those who do not comply could be faced with a suspension of work visas for staff, as officials stated that the ministry may terminate the employment relationship between the worker and the owner of the offending company if found violating the rules. They added that this would give employees the right to find work in another company. The labour law states that the maximum normal working hours for employees shall be 8 hours a day or 48 hours a week. Hundreds of people have been rushed to hospital over Ramadan this year for overindulging at iftars, that's according to reports, despite warnings from health experts. Over at Burj Khalifa Hospital, around 50 patients are being treated per day for stomach problems that are related to food, such as gastroenteritis, vomiting, and acute inflammation. Specialists say that many of the complaints come from eating too much too quickly and are further warning the community to not break the fast with a feast. They added that stomach pain is one of the most frequent admissions to any hospital department, but especially during Ramadan, when it dramatically increases due to overeating, and many need medication. Doctors are advising those who are fasting to break their fast gently with a couple of dates and to then eat a main meal after prayer time. They are also advising fasters to drink lots of water in order to avoid urinary infections, which are also on the rise during the holy month, and to also avoid spicy foods. A UAE-based insurance advisory company is offering a host of insurance-related services, including a unique and complementary service for children with special needs. The customised and tailor-made services make iCare the first and only insurance advisory company in the country to provide this often overlooked yet highly significant service for this segment of society. The founder of iCare, Lina Parwani, states that this comes in a bid to encourage parents who have a special needs child to plan ahead and secure his or her future without affecting their other expenses, and at the same time making sure that the child is taken care of for the rest of his or her life, regardless of any unforeseen circumstances. According to Lina, there have been many unfortunate cases where children with special needs have lost their caretaker and have ended up losing their identity, subjected to abuse, or even suffering significant setbacks in their developmental progress. Having a specially designed and well-budgeted insurance plan can guarantee the child's well-being and safety even when they are grown up.
It's first of its kind of attention which I'm giving into this market because my own daughter is special needs child, and I was actually been associated with these kind of groups from last 10-12 years. My daughter is already 16, so I know the parents, I know the challenges which we faces, and then in this scenario where we are living in the kind of environment where the expenses are so high today, and I was just trying to connect that how can these challenges can be looked after with the proper financial planning. So when I started doing financial planning a couple of years back, and I could easily connect those problems which I was facing many years before. These children need support, not until they go to any university, but they need support throughout their life. So it's just really challenging. I just don't want to tell any parents that you need it. It is the want. Do they really want to leave the child in the scenario where they will be losing their identity? I'm sure not. We don't earn any money out of it. Even though any charities come to us, they want us to plan for them. For key donors, we don't charge for them as well. We just give up. It's all on our expenses.
Dubai's population increased by 56,000 in the first half of 2015, recording growth of around 2.4%. That's according to an official population clock. The data also showed the total active population during the day peaked at nearly 3.4 million during the period. The figure includes those who visit the Emirate for tourism or business during the day. That's from other UAE Emirates and foreign countries. Dubai's population, along with those in Abu Dhabi, account for nearly 2/3 of the country's total population of around 8 million. And finally, looking to other news now, despite the rapid urban development that's taken place over the Emirate over the past years, Dubai police continue to keep their tradition alive by firing the iftar cannon. Since the 1960s, the General Department of Services and Supplies for the police have had the responsibility of signalling the beginning of Ramadan iftar time and also to celebrate the beginning of Eid. With a sound range of 170 decibels, the British-made Type 25 PDR Mk1L cannons have become a familiar sight across major landmarks of the city, attracting a large crowd that usually gather to witness the traditional method of announcing iftar time. This year, the police have imported the sound ammunition of 88 cartridges from Pakistan with an explosion that's heard for miles. Aside from the regular usage in Ramadan, the cannons are also used to celebrate the start of Eid al-Adha and continue to be a popular attraction among those offering their prayers at the Eid grounds in Karama and Deira. According to the warrant officer from the Weapons and Ammunition section, the police have a total of 6 cannons, which undergo a scheduled maintenance program to be prepared for the occasion of Ramadan.
The culture says it was just one shot in Maghrib time, but this is Dubai police. They took that one and they're announcing for people by 2 shots, beginning of Ramadan and beginning of the Eid. And also in the Hajj Eid, also we shot 2 shots after the Eid prayer, just not only for Ramadan, even for the Eid. We tested, before Ramadan. We have the area for shooting area. It belongs to Dubai Police and near to Al Ain Road. we test our canon there. And, we have to be ready before it. Before Ramadan, we have the order of ammunition. We bring the good type of ammunition. We test ammunition, and also we test the canon to keep us ready, because for no reasons we have to be ready for Ramadan.
With specific lighting conditions during sunset used as a measurement, the cannons were traditionally placed at the highest point of the city to inform citizens of the time to end their fast. This year, the police have placed 5 cannons at Jumeirah Beach residence, near the Burj Khalifa, Eid grounds in Karama and Deira, as well as the Mamzar Park, with many often attracting tourists who want to experience Islamic traditions.
That's why we choose the GBR and Burj Khalifa, because of the tourists. We took it now as like a culture things, but now it came as the tourist. Some of the tourist company, they put it in their schedule to keep that tourist to bring them to that area to see the canons, because of type of the Islamic way, how the iftar time to begin before and now. And still we are responsible about this one. This is we still handling our Islamic cultures. Even we get through the futures, we will not forget our cultures.